Good morning, everyone. Looking at the US stock market, the Dow has again recovered from the 24,000 psychological level. Since then, it has been steadily climbing higher, forming the higher high and also the higher low formation being supported above the EMA 60 level, above the 25,000. Recently, we are seeing another short-term breakout, the pullback just towards the EMA 20 level, and the continuation pattern was being formed on the Dow Jones Index as the Dow has once again retaken the 26,000 psychological level. So moving forward, we expect further recovery on the Dow Jones Index towards the previous all-time high, which is around the 26,600 points. That will be the immediate resistance on the Dow Jones right now. In the meantime, the 25,750, which is around the previous low, will be the immediate support on the Dow Jones Index. Gains on the Dow Jones Index came overnight, was mainly due to the recovery in technology stocks, coupled with the higher crude oil prices. Similarly, on the S&P 500, we saw the S&P 500 has again recovered from the 2700 psychological level. Since then, the S&P 500 continues to form the higher high and also the higher low formation towards the recent all-time high, which is around the 2916. After hitting the 2916, we did see a healthy pullback on the S&P 500 just towards the EMA 20, and subsequently the recovery was noted over the past couple of days. So for now, we expect the S&P 500 to trend back towards the 2916. Once the 2916 level were to be breached, further upside will be seen for the S&P 500 towards the new high, towards the 2930 or even towards the 2950 level. In the meantime, the 2870 will serve as the immediate support level for now. Some updates on the crude prices. The crude prices continue to trade on a sideways formation between the 65 towards the 70 US dollars barrel level. It did attempts to breach above the 70 level on several occasions, but it did not close above that. So for now, we will continue to monitor for the 70 level to see how the crude prices holds. If the 70 level were to be breached and the follow-through buying interest was noted above the 70, then we could see further upside on the crude prices to recover back towards the first resistance located towards the 73 or even towards the 75 US dollars barrel mark. In the meantime, the 67 will serve as the immediate support level for now, which is around the EMA 120, followed by the 64 US dollars barrel level. If the 70 level could not breach, then we could see further consolidation on the crude prices between the 67 towards the 70. Some of this on our local front, the FMKLCI has again recovered towards the near the 1830 level. Since then, we did see renewed volatility on the FMKLCI alongside with the emerging markets. The key index subsequently pulled back below the 1800 psychological level. But recently, we are seeing a good recovery pattern on top of the EMA 120 or the EMA 60 level as the FMKLCI has recovered on last Thursday and Friday, and on yesterday itself, we did see the mild pullback on the FMKLCI. Tracking the recovery in Wall Street and also the mostly positive sentiment in the regional peers yesterday, we could expect some of the mild recovery pattern on the FMKLCI. Firstly, to retest back the 1800 until we can see a firm breakout above the 1800 and further the follow-through buying interest beyond that, only we can see further upside on the key index back towards the 1830. In the meantime, the 1780 will serve as the immediate support level for now. On the lower liners wise, we are seeing some of the healthy recovery pattern on the lower liners following the pullback from the 15,200 points level. We did see the FM stock index has staged a sharp pullback towards the previous support, near the previous support, which is around the 13,600 points. Subsequently, the FM stock index has staged a 2-day recovery, and on yesterday itself, we are seeing some of the mild pullback on the FM stock index, but on intraday basis, we are seeing a recovery pattern forming the hammer candle. So we could see further bargain hunting activities or some of the rotational play on the lower liners back towards the 14,500 points level to see how it holds there. For now, any recovery on the lower liners or the FM small cap index will be just taken as a technical recovery play, given that the downtrend formation is still intact at current juncture. Some of the stocks that we can watch out for firstly will be AWC. AWC has again recovered from the recent low, which is around the 60 cents level. Since then, we are seeing the potential bullish divergence signal was being formed on the AWC as price has been forming the higher lower low formation, but the MACD indicator has been forming the higher low formation. Subsequently, the AWC has staged a technical recovery just towards the 83 cents level. After hitting the 83 cents, we are seeing some of the healthy pullback on AWC just towards near the EMA 60 level. And the good thing about AWC now is that we are seeing the higher low formation was being formed on the AWC over the past couple of months. So on our AWC for now, we are seeing a good recovery pattern on AWC following the trend line breakout yesterday, which is around the 77 cents level. Following the breakout above the 77 cents trend line level, we could expect further upside on AWC back towards the 83 cents or even towards the 88 cents level. Your stop loss point will be located below the 73.5 cents, and if you can take further risk, the final defense will be located towards the 70 cents level on AWC. Everything appears to be quite positive right now on AWC. Should there be follow through buy interest above the 77 cents, we could expect the MACD indicator to issue a buy signal, whereas the RSI could be recovering back above the 50 level as well. On Pohot, price has experienced some of the similar trend formation similar with AWC. We are seeing the good recovery play on Pohot following the breakout above the 1.3435 cents level. Since then, Pohot has hit the intraday high of 1.55 cents. Subsequently, price pullback, and during the pullback phase, we are seeing some of the declining in volumes being traded, implying that the buyers are still in position on Pohot. And recently, we are seeing a good another recovery on top of the 1.35 cents level on Pohot over the past couple of days, accompanied by some of the mild improvement in volumes. For Pohot, we need to monitor to see if there's any follow through buy interest above the 1.40 cents level. Should there be a breach above that, we could see further upside for Pohot back towards the 148 or even towards the 155. Your stop loss point will be located towards the 1.35 cents level on Pohot. On high industrial, price has again recovered towards the recent peak of around the 1.68 cents level. Since then, price has pulled back just towards the low of 1.35 cents level and traded in a sideways manner over the past 1 to 2 weeks trading period. And on yesterday, we are seeing a good gap up formation on PI as price has experienced a breakout above the 1.41 cents level to close above the EMA 120, accompanied by some of the improvement in volumes being traded. Following the breakout above the 1.41 cents, we are also seeing the MACD indicator has already issued a buy signal, whereas the RSI is retesting the 50 level. Following the breakout above the 141, we could expect further recovery, a technical recovery on PI towards the first target price, which is located towards the 150, or even towards the previous peak of 168. Your stop loss point will be located towards the 1.35 cents level. On pan page, price has again hit the recent high of 31 cents level. Subsequently, price pulled back towards the low of 20.5 cents. After hitting the 20.5 cents level, price has been trading on a sideways manner over the past 1 to 2 months trading period towards the high of 24 cents. And on yesterday itself, we are seeing a good bullish candle was being formed as price closed above the EMA 120, accompanied by some of the mild improvement in volumes over the past compared to the past couple of weeks. Following the bullish engulfing candle was being formed retesting the 24 cents, we have to monitor for the breakout above the 24 cents to see if there's any follow through by interest to trend towards the first target price 27.5 cents or even towards the 29 cents level. Your stop loss point will be located below the 22.5 cents if there's a breakout above the 24 cents, and if you can take further risk, the final defense will be located towards the 20.5 cents. Everything appears to be quite positive on pen page right now. As you can see that the indicators appears to be quite positive. The MACD indicators has been forming the higher high and also the higher low formation. The MACD line has risen above the zero level. MACD histogram has really turned green yesterday. Last two company for today will be Tropicana. Tropicana has announced stage a strong recovery trend towards the 93 cents level after a series of white candles was being formed from the low of 81.5 cents. Subsequently, price has pulled back and traded on a sideways manner. And on yesterday itself, we are seeing a good recovery pattern on Tropicana Express as experienced a short-term breakout above the 86 cents level. Following the breakout above the 86 cents, we have to monitor to see if there's any follow through by interest above the 88 cents. Should price breach above the 88 cents, further upside will be seen for Tropicana for further recovery back towards the 93 cents or even towards the 97.5 cents level. So the first target price is at 93 cents towards the 97.5 cents. Your stop loss point, should there be a breakout above the 88 cents, will be located towards the 83.5 cents level on Tropicana. Last company for today will be BCM Alliance. BCM Alliance is a new IPO since the end of last year. Price has again experienced this trendline breakout. Following the trendline breakout, we are seeing the breakout pullback and the continuation pattern was being formed on BCM Alliance towards the 23 cents level, accompanied by some of the rising volumes. As you can see, during this trendline breakout, we are seeing the white candles was being formed, accompanied by some of the high volumes being traded, and subsequently price pullback with some of the declining in volumes, implying that the buyers are still in position on BCM Alliance as price pullback just towards the EMA 60 level. This could be taken as a longer-term breakout, pullback, and the continuation pattern as price has formed the two-day recovery pattern above the EMA 20 and also the EMA 9 level, accompanied by some of the improvement in volumes on yesterday. So for now, we could expect price to trend back towards the 23 cents. That will be the immediate target price for now. Once the 23 cents level were to be breached, further upside will be seen towards the 24.5 cents. So the first target price is at 23 cents towards the 24.5 cents. Stop loss will be located below the 18.5 cents level on BCM Alliance. If you have any questions, we can put in the chat box and I'll reply you shortly. There's a news article saying that the LRT3 will likely to be resumed, but with the potentially lower contract value. Maybe Josh Ken and most of the construction stocks has been a recovery play on yesterday. So MRCB is what has recovered from the recent low of 55 cents level. Subsequently, price has headed towards the 87.5 cents. After touching the 87.5 cents level, price subsequently pulled back. During the pullback phase, we are now seeing a heavy sell down on MRCB and price traded on a sideways manner. So for MRCB right now, we will be monitoring for this breakout above the 76 cents level, short-term consolidation between these 67 towards the 76. Until we can see a breakout above the 76, only we can confirm for MRCB to trend back towards the 87.5 cents or even towards the previous closing of the gap down of 97 cents level. Your stop loss point will be located below the 67 cents on MRCB. If you want to trade on MRCB, you can accumulate now around the 71.5 cents because your risk is quite low at current juncture, while you can monitor for longer term for price to breach above the 76 cents. Josh Khan, which is also one of the project delivery partner for LRT3, we are seeing Josh Khan has recovered from the recent low of 97.5 cents level. After touching the 97.5 cents, price has recovered and subsequently traded on a sideways manner. And yesterday itself, we are seeing price attempts to breach above the 1.35 level. So for now, we need to monitor to see if there's any fall through by interest above the 135. Should there be a breakout above the 135 level, this could be taken as the short-term W-shaped formation breakout, a double bottom formation breakout above the 135 for us to trade towards the first target price at the 153 or even towards the 1.62 level. Your stop loss point will be located below the 1.19 on Josh Can. Everything appears to be quite positive right now. As you can see that the price has recovered, accompanied by some of the rising volumes. So we are likely to see further recovery on Josh Can, given that not much of the high volumes are being traded lately. On Persona, earlier we did mention on this counter that we are seeing a bullish divergence signal. We are going to monitor for the breakout above the 31 cents. Price did breach above the 31 cents and headed towards our first target price of the 36.5 cents. After hitting just touching the 36.5 cents level, accompanied by some of the climatic volumes being traded, the next day itself, the bearish candle was being formed on Persona as price continues to pull back just towards the EMA 60 level, which is around the 31 cents. Sorry, 30 cents level. So for Persona, what we need to do now is we're going to monitor to see if there's any breakout above the 32 cents. Should price breach above the 32 cents, this could be the short-term breakout, pullback, and the continuation pattern for Persona. Firstly, to trend back towards the 34 cents or even towards the 36 cents level, your stop loss point will be located below the 30 cents level on Persona. So for now, we need to monitor for the breakout above the 32.5 cents. If there's no further question, then we'll end the morning briefing for today. Thank you.